Soundstripe. Soundstripe.
Everybody, round of applause! Welcome to the Karrion Collection!
Out
Welcome
on bail,
back.
fresh out of jail, California dreaming, walking to the club, hearing Hoochie screaming,
California
feeding for
girls.
money and alcohol.
We're undeniable.
Undesirable to fucking
Is that what the California girls said? They're undesirable to undeniable.
California love. Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Karrion Collection.
We're talking about the best fucking show ever.
The greatest wrestling show. The greatest Monday
You heard of The
Night
Greatest
Raw.
Showman? Oh.
The great. Brother, don't even get me started on The Greatest Showman. That's just that good.
That's a good movie.
You know what I'm saying? I never even seen it.
That's cute.
It's very Simon. That's a very Simon Core movie too.
I was just saying, I'm shocked you haven't seen it. What the fuck?
Anyways, I'm your host Simon, and keeping in trend, I've gotten a lot of guests lately because I'm not funny enough to do this on my own.
That's
so
fucking true.
I had to bring in my good friend, my long-standing friend, the Seth Rollins to my Cody Rhodes, if you will. Ladies and
Yeah, I
gentlemen.
gotta be your fucking shield because you can't carry your fucking podcast by yourself, apparently.
I have to defeat Donut Cass. You are the only way I will defeat Donut Cass.
Oh, yeah. You damn right.
Introduce yourself, my lovely guest.
I mean, you know who I am. I mean, my name is Chris Van Fleet. I run the Chris Van Fleet interview show. That's what we're calling it now. I interviewed such amazing guests like Patrick Clark and Ethan Carter 3. Yeah.
What happened to Ethan Carter 1 and 2?
Iraq. Anyway. No, so yeah, I am PlatinumPeyton, or you can call me Wyatt, I guess, if you want to be, casual about it, I guess. Apparently we're on first name basis now, so.
Yeah, I made it to first base.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I am a co-host on the Good Bed and the Bruv, along with this tool here.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I also do the Platinum Parable on the PlatinumPeyton YouTube channel, which you can check out. We did a Michael Tarver one a while ago. It's pretty. Oh wait, no, that's on the Base World channel. Damn.
Big
I gotta
things
switch.
are
I gotta
coming.
change that.
The Platinum
Yeah, we got a new one
Parable will
coming.
return.
We got a new
The
one.
Platinum
Got a new one
Parable will
coming.
return. One day.
As soon as we have time.
when Wyatt and I actually sit our white asses down and actually
And
write
listen,
the new episode
yeah.
of Platinum Parable. Like instead of just saying we're gonna do it and then never actually doing it.
Oh, yeah.
We always fucking do. We are here today because we're gonna give our quick little thoughts on the Monday, the night, the Raw that took place last night as of recording this. I know Wyatt didn't watch all of it, but so that's why he's just extra
I
qualified
watched
to
the
come.
important parts.
Of course, yes, and I thought it was a pretty good Raw. I don't
It was
think
cute.
it was like it wasn't like the best Raw that they've
Here's
had
Raw's
lately.
biggest. I'll tell you, Raw's problem right now is that they got a lot of really good shit going, but again, it's that fucking 3 hours that they try to fill with so much stupid bullshit like fucking Valhalla and R-Truth and JD McDonough and whatever the fuck his name is.
Dude, I'm so. We'll get to the
Yeah.
awesome truth. We'll get to the awesome truth later. Jesus, God help me, we're gonna get to the awesome truth later. But I thought it was a pretty good show. I think they're also in that weird like pre-Mania blurb, where it's like we're not really gonna get into like the hardcore Mania build until right around after the Elimination Chamber, probably, which is another week away. So they're just kind of killing time at this point. Granted, the stuff that they are like properly building to and have announced they are building to quite well, I think, and none more so than whatever the fuck the plan is now with Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and The Rock, which has changed, I bet, 50 times since like the last 2 weeks over the course of the entire month of January. I haven't really talked to Wyatt about. Well, Wyatt and I have talked privately about the presser a little bit.
Behind closed doors.
Behind closed, we spoke like Vince McMahon speaking to Deborah in the WrestleMania X7 build.
Okay.
I wasn't
They're
going.
gonna say
I wasn't
something
going
else.
there. I wasn't going. No. I'm not
No, we don't do that here.
We don't do that here.
We don't do that here.
Why would you like to relay your general thoughts about the absolute malarkey that has taken place over the last 2 weeks? The absolute insanity that has happened over the last 2 weeks?
So I mean, Royal Rumble happened. We all kind of thought Punk was gonna win. And then Cody ended up fucking just smoking that shit 2 years in a row, which was insane.
Absolutely.
It's fucking ridiculous. I was like, wow, okay, awesome. I like that shit. I was happy. I was very over the moon. Pointing at Roman, saying, I'm coming for you. That was awesome. Got so hyped for that main event, because we're going, and it's just going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And then I'm at work. We're getting ready to close down. It's like around 10. It's like around, 9:50, 9:55, almost 10. And I just look at my stat. I'm just like, oh, I wonder what happened on SmackDown or whatever, because I saw Cody was supposed to be on the show or whatever, Roman Reigns. I'm like, all right, let's take a look. And I just immediately see our little snap group of me, Cass, and Simon. I just see Simon going like, do I actually have the text still? I wonder. I'm pretty sure I saved them.
I think they deleted, because I don't, or unless we saved them. I'm
a look.
Because I was.
Oh.
Do you still have them?
What day was it?
It was it was last week's SmackDown, so it was February 2nd.
February 2nd.
Yep.
I have one save. One save sentence, and it's, my brother walked down and said, I want to sell my ticket. That is what Simon said.
It was true. Dylan said that to me because I talked about how I got home from work, I was looking at my phone, I wasn't even watching, and I saw the tweets talking.
I literally just saw fuck off. I just saw that, and I'm just like, oh, it happened, didn't it? And I looked at the timeline, I'm like, oh. And then I watched the segment because it's it's pretty dead at work, so it's the end of the night or whatever, and I'm watching it. I just see Cody talking about some bullshit like, I will fight you, but not at WrestleMania. I'm going to take everything from you. And then The Rock comes out, and he shakes his hand and says, here you are, my master. Oh, Rock. Oh, you're so big. Oh.
Fucking the Shawn Michaels gif of him.
Yeah.
Okay, can we agree?
So I saw that. I was very, because I was like, I was kind of clowning on you a bit because I was just like, yeah, you're getting worked, bro. But that was just denial a bit.
You didn't really think.
I thought I wanted to believe, but then I'm just like, it does seem very in line with this company that they would do this. So I was just kind of like, wow, the Mania trip is over. Instead of celebrating at the bars afterwards, celebrating the Cody victory, we're gonna be just drinking our sorrows away, seeing The Rock
after
wrestle a 2-star
for 25 minutes. You can't even go. Jesus Christ!
Oh my God! I was damn, all right. And then the aftermath happened. Actually, no. Simon actually fucking put out his will in the Discord chat, talking about.
I accept my fate. I know what's about to happen. I went into that. I
wrote a whole manifesto.
I went into that Mania presser fully ready to be let down. I was like, they are going to destroy me mentally. They're going to give me hope again.
Okay.
Just to break me a second time.
3 days after this, not even 3 days, the second the weekend was over, I was like, yeah, Cody's back in. Because, dude, that type of reaction felt so okay, I think they initially, again, I don't even think they had a plan at all. No. I don't think The Rock was set in stone. I don't think Cody, I think they were just like, what can we do? Let's just see what happens.
It really was Punk getting hurt that
it was that did cause the domino effect.
Yeah, absolutely. So it sucks because this goes to show. I said this because you were firmly, I don't know if you still are, in the Punk being hurt as a work camp. You were firmly in that for a while.
I think that there is. I don't know.
Because Rollins, let's face it, Rollins is not facing Punk at WrestleMania.
Rollins, no. I don't think Punk is gonna. Maybe?
No.
I don't know. I think, because again, he was taking bumps with that fucking torn tricep, so maybe it's a little less severe than we thought.
I could see him coming out to, we'll get to this, actually, we'll get to the...
Well, again, though, when you tear a tricep, you can't tear it more, so... No.
We'll get to more what I think's gonna happen involving Punk, and more specifically, Drew, Seth, and Sammy at WrestleMania a bit later, because I think there's clearly a vision that they have for what's going to happen at WrestleMania. But yeah, presser happens. We geeked the fuck out. I love it. I mean, there's plot holes in this whole thing, but I think they're.
Are you kidding?
They're making do with what they were handed. And
I thought that press conference was great. By the way, it wasn't a press conference. It was a kickoff. It wasn't a press conference.
It was an angle. It was an angle.
I didn't know it was a whole like event thing, like at like a fucking like arena. I was like, oh wow, so this is like they're totally just announcing Roman and Cody here. Then I was like, yeah, okay.
And when Cody, see, like, I love rewatching it because you can feel the crowd realize, oh shit, The Rock is turning heel. Like,
this is bullshit.
Dude, I can't get over when The Rock walks out and he says, if you don't think this is the biggest Mania main event of all time, it doesn't matter what you think.
Yeah.
Fucking perfect. That is like, okay, we'll get to heel Rock later, but I think I mentioned how there's a lot of plot holes in this thing, but I think they're working very hard for the most part to make it make sense.
Family Tree comes out. Jacob Fatu referenced. Fucking.
That's foreshadowing. That's foreshadowing. Dude, okay, we'll get to that later. We have a lot to discuss.
One more year.
We said we're talking about Raw. We're also going to be talking about what we think is going to happen at WrestleMania.
Well, okay, let's be real. We're not talking about this entire Raw.
We're talking about two things. We're going to kind of briefly preview what's happening next week on Raw because I think next week's Raw actually looks pretty solid. And then maybe talk about the Chamber a bit, but then we're going to mainly be talking about the main segment here and then what we think is going to happen at WrestleMania generally with everybody. And I think this segment right here with Cody and Seth is a prime example of making chicken salad out of chicken shit because this was fantastic. This was one of my this might be my favorite promo segment of the year from any company right now so far. Like, I'm kind of floored.
I mean, yeah, there's not a whole lot really.
It's like we're gonna get we had the Cody Punk segment, which was obviously fantastic as well. That was an excellent. We had the stuff with Punk coming out with the injury and Drew attacking him. We've had some really good promo segments, minus that Rock Roman Cody segment on SmackDown. That might be like one of the worst segments I think I've ever seen in my life. It is actually
really fucking funny. It's
really
funny.
It's funny, but it's awful when you think about it.
It's truly. Imagine if they just didn't pivot at all.
Well, dude, if he who shall not be named is in charge, you know that's what they do. You know for a fact that that's what they were gonna do. But
that handshake.
Dead behind the eyes, Cody Rhodes looking like he literally wants to die, like halfway through that promo. But he looks like
plan.
He said I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna request my release. I'm gonna work for TNA.
I'm gonna pack my bags. I'm going to leave.
I will go take over for Scott D'Amore. Anyway, so Cody comes out, and let's be real here. They're probably just going to retcon the whole I'm not going to face you at WrestleMania line. Because they didn't address that line at all in this promo segment.
I mean, how do you, you could just say, oh, The Rock tried to politic his way into taking my spot and I let him, or something, maybe?
Which is kind of like the implication when he says the only reason I'm in this spot is
they still could say that, too. They still could do that.
Well, I think what they might do is maybe they're saving it for when Cody and Rock have a proper promo segment. When Cody and Roman have a proper promo segment, I think Cody could come out and say,
"Yeah,
I trusted you. You came to me. You laid out your plan, and I trusted you. And then when I saw you on stage with that family tree, and you were hugging Roman Reigns, it became very clear to me that you don't actually care about reprimanding such evils in your bloodline. You just want to make it stronger." Mm-hmm. You could have him say some kind of bullshit like that, and it can make sense then. But anyways, Cody comes out. He is obviously this dude. He's so emotional now, and you could just see it behind his eyes at this point. You could see the gratitude in this guy's face every time he comes out, and I'm truly happy. I'm happy that I've done the full 180 on Cody Rhodes because y'all don't know I fucking hated Cody Rhodes for such a long time.
I always loved him. I don't give a fuck. I even through the bad stuff, I just found him so entertaining still.
I remember,
so stupid.
Dude, stupid me thinking, oh, he's gonna go to WWE and he's gonna flop, and now he's the biggest. He's the biggest thing they have right now.
He's literally their Cena now. Right now,
he's bigger than Roman Reigns right now. I honestly think he is. Like Roman was their big guy for a solid 4 years. It's Cody now though, 100%. He comes out. They replay the clip from the Pat McAfee show of Rock with the Cody Crybabies.
Cody Crybabies.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm happy for heel Rock. Please don't let that be his best material. He's got to come up with some other good shit in the lead up to this.
We'll see on Friday.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to that. I love that they acknowledge that Pat McAfee is a dick rider for Dwayne Johnson.
That is funny, yeah.
They just straight up pointed that out. Do you think they're going to have Pat lean full heel on commentary when it comes to this, or do you think they're just...
Well, he is the color commentator, so maybe.
Man, I think it would be... I think he kind of... Because honestly, since Pat's come back, it hasn't been the same. He's been kind of not fully there. I feel like turning him heel would actually be more interesting.
I mean, to be fair, I don't watch Raw a whole lot, so I
That's
mean,
fair.
I don't really keep up with him. So I mean, maybe he is good, maybe he's not. I don't know.
From what I've seen, not great. He's nowhere near as good as he was when he was doing commentary back a couple years ago. At least I'll put it like that. And then Seth Rollins comes out, and is this the best promo that Seth Rollins has ever cut in his whole career?
Well, I'm trying to think, because here's the thing: as a babyface, I don't think Seth has cut a good promo. No, not a good promo, but a great promo as this one was.
Well, except for like maybe the Punk promo when he came out and you talked shit about Punk a couple months back. That's the only one I can.
Oh, that was that was cool. That was a lot different. Maybe I think this is better than that one though. Still,
this was like.
I mean, his heel work is still like. I mean, that's still like top notch, obviously.
Oh,
but in terms of just sheer storytelling, this is probably up there with that one where he said he was gonna kill Edge and just curb.
Oh my god! I'm gonna break his damn neck. Oh,
I'm gonna kill him anyway. Fuck you.
That's his best. That's the best line he's ever delivered in WWE. Is when he says,
"I love when he just goes, I bring back the authority."
Yeah. When he's like. No, dude, do you remember Elimination Chamber 2015 when it looks like he's gonna lose the title and then they reverse the decision and he does that face where he's like,
yeah,
he's just going absolutely insane.
Heel Seth is still unmatched, like that. And I think he was born.
I think we could be leading to that. I'll get to that in a second. Not in the way you think. I think there's plans. In short, I think the original WrestleMania 40 plans are now the WrestleMania 41 plans. But I'm
going to hit you with a nightmare booking scenario at the end of this, by the way.
Oh no. Okay, I'm just gonna no. We don't have to wait till the end. Are you gonna pitch me Seth Rollins screwing Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania?
No. Something even funnier.
What?
I'm talking the night after.
What? Okay.
So Cody Rhodes is WWE champion, right?
Yep.
He's got the title.
Yep.
And then something happens or whatever. There's a match between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns for the world title because Seth Rollins is still world champion right here. Roman Reigns goes over Rollins, and then he and Cody shake hands, and they announce basically the Bloodline Rhodes, like the royal family connection. Because what's better than one royal family? Two.
That is the worst idea I think I've ever heard in my life. That might be like the worst.
The two-man power trip, but it's fucking Cody and Roman. That'd be the funniest.
Oh my god, The Rock is the baby face trying to stop both of them.
No.
Oh
my god.
That'd be the worst wrestling storyline of all time. Undeclared. Katie Vick, move aside. We have Cody and Roman teaming up. But I want to go through the highlights of this promo. Seth comes out, and dude, they are hyping this up. Like, this is Cody Rhodes' last chance. He says, if you don't stop Roman Reigns now, I don't think nobody's going to. And I think that makes the stakes so much higher. And I think it's
what got me dialed into this promo is when Seth just goes, so what's your plan?
Because oh my god, babyfaces are smart. They're finally like, yeah, if you go fight them alone, you're going to lose again because they're all going to team up on you and they're going to screw you. Like, that's just how it is. Babyfaces are smart. I fucking love that. And he makes it very clear. He was like, if you don't stop him now, we're never going to get that title off them because if The Rock is involved, Roman Reigns will hold that belt until he dies, basically. That's essentially what he's saying. And he says, you don't have to go at this alone. And
before that, he goes into the whole like how he felt responsible for who Roman is today, which I fucking loved.
This is so
that right there brought that promo up to like a fucking 10 right there, because I'm just like, holy shit, this literally feels like we're ending like a whole era.
This is the Shield. This is the Shield's arc ending as well.
It literally not only is that, so it's Cody finishing his story, Rollins and Reigns ending the Shield thing once and for all, and also Cody and Rollins finishing their story.
Their feud as like, dude, they're Sonic the Hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog arc, dog.
No, legit, it's that.
That's
and live and learn.
Oh my. And we're probably ending, at least not ending the Bloodline, because I don't think this will be the end of the Bloodline, but we're probably ending Roman Reigns' tenure leading the Bloodline, which is probably, which is going to be very interesting to see going forward how they handle that. At least I hope so. And I will say this as well. I still don't agree with the decision to have Cody lose last year. I will say it has informed this to have more unpredictability about it because nobody thought that Roman was going to win last year. And this year people are like dead set that Cody's winning, but you never know. They could do the stupid thing again. Like,
because you know what Triple H is going to say at the end of the press conference. He's going to be like, the story's never finished.
We had a good show tonight.
And don't worry about all that stuff that happened last week. We had a lot of positives. Netflix deal.
Yeah, I just want to focus on the good stuff. I want to focus on the positives.
I'm focused on the good stuff. Despite the fact that we have literally like the worst allegations of all time.
We've lost so much money, but I'm not even.
We've lost so much money.
Don't ask about Brock, or else you'll be removed. Anyways, it feels like they are setting up like. Now, granted, last year felt like this too, where they were setting up the ultimate bloodline comeuppance with Cody, Sammy, and Kevin Owens, Avengers assembling, basically, to go fight the bloodline.
But now we could possibly be getting everyone now.
So
maybe not Drew. I think
you know what though? I think that would be kind of neat if Drew did help in the end because he hates Roman so much.
Just like a quick little Claymore or something, and he just looks at Seth and then walks away.
He doesn't do any. No, even that, like, maybe Roman. I pitched this months ago, where I think at the end of the match, Cody he's kicked out of like fucking 3 spears. Maybe they have to run back the spike into the spear again, and they have to have Cody kick out because that might be the biggest pop in WrestleMania history. And Roman
someone didn't edit that. Did you see that on the timeline?
Oh yeah, I saw that. It was very well made.
That shit very well really. Edited. I was like, wait, I don't remember this happening.
Dude, if they run back that moment and they have Cody kick out, or, I mean, my pitch is you have Cody kick out at 1. I mean, I think that would be the biggest, the greatest. What?
We could have the next Roman versus Jay at SummerSlam last year.
Oh.
Remember that match, guys? That was a great match, wasn't it?
That worst match of last year.
Remember people thought that was the end of the Bloodline story? Was that match?
That was high-key so... That's one of the most
That was really terrible. They fucked over Jay hard. I feel like
that was one of the most... I think it's one of the most disappointing matches I've ever seen because the first...
It was a main event, bro. What the
first 2 Jay Roman matches are so good. Like, they're some of the only rewatchable pandemic wrestling matches, the first 2 Jay Roman matches, so it's a shame that they ended so badly. I pitched months ago what I think they should do is Roman tries to walk out on the match, and then he goes, like... He tries to walk up the ramp, and then Jay stops him. He tries to leave through one side of the crowd. Sammy stops him. And then you can have, like, LA Knight come out to stop him. Randy Orton can come out to stop him. AJ Styles can come out to stop him. All the people... Because the shame is that so many people who Roman beat are no longer in the company. Or they're not involved anymore. Like, you can't have Bryan come out and do it. You can't have Edge. You can't have Cesaro. I guess you can have Owens. And they corner him back into the ring. And then that's what leads to Cody beating him. Now, how does The Rock figure into that? I have no fucking idea. But it seems like we're pretty dead set leading towards Cody and Seth wrestling Rock and Roman on night 1. I feel like that's probably it. If that's not the plan, despite the fact that Seth is bringing all this up, him specifically setting this up, I don't know what we're going to do.
By the way, I'll tell you this right now.
Yep.
Do we think Rollins is doing both nights, if that's the case?
I think so. I think he's the kind of crazy.
Because
I think he's the kind of crazy bastard that'll do that. Honestly, even if he's hurt, I think he's just going to do it.
Do you think Priest is going to cash in at all, or at least attempt? Because that man is the dumbest man in the universe right now.
I have, okay. I appreciate that he went on an interview and said he tried to justify it in a kayfabe sense, saying that Seth is hurt, so he can't wrestle an official.
That's not how it works.
I mean,
yeah. No, it is. No, it is. Wait, Mark Henry, Daniel Bryan. I did forget about that. They did kind of
like. No. That's not. No. That's not how that works. Actually, Mark Henry laid out Big Show with a DDT afterwards, and then Daniel Bryan cashed in. Granted, the referee didn't check if Big Show was okay. Bryan just like pinned him.
I would say he was medically cleared still. So
regardless, at this point, like I don't really I feel bad because I do like Damian Priest. I think he's a good wrestler.
I just feel like he's just missed the boat completely. Like they had a brief moment to do something with him that was really cool, but it's just so much time has passed. They
gave up on the whole like Balor the tension with him and Balor so quickly, and I don't understand why, because that was actually very interesting. I wanted to see where that was going. That's probably a post-Mania thing. I have my own theories as to how I think the Priest and the Money in the Bank contract get involved. That gets more into what's going on with the World Heavyweight title specifically.
Let's talk about let's talk about Seth saying that Cody needs a shield. I was like,
holy shit, is that a motherfucking shield reference?
shield reference? No, legit. Like that part right there also kind of made it seem like, holy fuck, why does this feel like everything is ending? Like, it feels like we're in Breaking Bad season 5 right now.
I wouldn't take back Jon Moxley AEW for anything, but God, I wish Dean Ambrose could be involved in this somehow. It does like kind of fuck with my head.
It would be really cool. It would be actually kind of sick if he did show up just at the last second. Like if they made some sort of agreement,
which will never happen. Never
gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Not with AEW.
I could see them making an agreement for Dustin showing up. I could see that maybe.
Ooh.
Because Dustin's not really...
What's he doing? What's he doing, realistically?
Either that... Not even, like, maybe, like, after the match, maybe, like, if he's sitting front row, he gets in and he celebrates with Cody. That's my only thought. Like, I could see them allowing him to do that.
I think it'd be cool if they got Top Dollar to interfere.
I think it'd be cool if they got Nick Nemeth to help Cody Rhodes defeat Roman Reigns.
Zip. Oh, my. Fucking crazy-ass theme song.
TNA-ass theme song. But no, that's pretty much what I want to talk about with this segment. I thought it was fantastic. I think that the atmosphere, I'm going to feel bad if you, even though you're getting Cody and Roman and you're more than likely getting Cody winning, I feel bad you're not going to be in the building for night one because I feel like the atmosphere for that tag match is going to be absolutely insane. Like, I think that's going to be ridiculous. Just the feeling of like The Rock wrestling, and he's like wrestling for the first time in 11 years, but he's playing bad guy, and you have these 4 guys who are all really over in different ways. God, that's going to be so cool. I can't wait for it. I'm looking forward to that match a lot.
Yeah. And
it seems we're probably going to get some kind of response because The Rock and Roman Reigns are going to be on SmackDown on Friday. Quick prediction. How do you see this going? Because they're going to confront Triple H. 100%.
I think we're going to start the show with the big, like, fucking Titantron with the city. And you're just going to hear, it's cooking. Damn.
If he comes out with the Hollywood Rock theme song, it's over. He has to. Okay, you know what? Nah, he has to win the world title if he comes out with the Hollywood Rock theme song. Honestly, it's too beast.
It's a cookie.
It's too beast. Okay. Do you think so? For the Rock's heel character, because we also haven't talked about this, do you think they are going to go full Hollywood Rock, or do you think it's something else?
I think it'll be a different... It's not going to be just Hollywood Rock. It's going to be a new incarnation, I think.
Not as jokey. Not as jokey as Hollywood Rock was, I don't think.
It'll be more of a serious Rock, I think.
And Triple H will get involved, is going to be confronted.
I wanted to hear him so bad at that fucking kickoff just go, you can all kiss the people's ass. That's my favorite Rock quote ever.
He'll say that... I think at one point in the build-up, he'll absolutely say that. I'm almost positive that they'll have him. Like, he's going to have that promo where he absolutely tears the fans a new one, and it's going to be incredible. I can't wait for it. He's going to
say, he's going to glup shit out all his fucking, like, you know, shut up, bitch, like all the memes. He's going to do all that.
Oh, dude. I was watching Wrestle Purist live stream yesterday, and they were like, imagine Triple H sending DIY to go fight The Rock, bro. Can you imagine that?
Hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby. DIY the coughing baby in this scenario. Sorry.
Okay. I have this idea for Rock because I know I've seen people pitch like, what if they don't do the tag match by some random reason? They really just don't do it. People obviously, stupid people, are trying to convince me that Triple H can wrestle and wrestle The Rock. No. Stop. Just stop. You're trying to kill the man. He's going to die if you stick him in a ring with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's going to be absolutely brutal. I saw somebody pitch, what if they did Rock versus somebody of Triple H's choosing? And you have Triple H in the corner of somebody wrestling Rock. I actually think that might be kind of... Like, that's my whole thought. Because, now, granted, I thought that would have been Seth Rollins, but they're not going to do Rock and Rollins one-on-one because Rollins is probably facing Drew or Sammy or both, in my opinion.
How about Braun Breaker?
You know, that's actually kind of beast.
Or Braun Strowman. He's got to make his return, man.
Legit, though, you want a big match? Randy Orton.
That'd be better. That'd be a lot better. We haven't seen that yet, have we?
No, that's one of the few, like, generational matches. And you can have Triple H, like, you think that the Bloodline is the only royal family in wrestling. There's the there's also the Ortons, and then Randy Orton can come. And, God, it would be so much better than just having Orton wrestle solo again. Please don't.
Yeah, because Orton needs something big at Mania, I feel like. And I feel like that's
and we
a good one.
There's like nothing, there's like almost nothing for him to do at this point. Like there really isn't anybody. Like he's not going to wrestle Solo. He already beat him in like 5 minutes on SmackDown like a month ago.
Solo!
He's not going to wrestle. God help me if he's wrestling Jimmy Uso or Karrion Kross or whoever at WrestleMania. Like
you did Karrion Kross with the AOP and the fucking what's their name again? What is their fucking
Final
name?
Testament? The Final Testament.
How do they make AOP so not cool anymore?
How do they make well, because they put him with Karrion Kross.
Well, again, also AOP, I just feel like it's also from a different era at this point.
If they were on their own, they'd be cool. Or if they were just with Paul Ellering, like then they would be cool.
They got the Scarlet though, so there you go.
Okay.
Karrion Kross just looks like an ECW 2009 guy. Just has that vibe.
Karrion Kross, he's like a peak like 2005 character. He's like Sean O'Hare, but like not good.
Sean O'Hare is actually amazing though. So
yeah. Sean O'Hare was actually kind of decent. Karrion Kross is fucking so mid, dude. Can't believe I was Karrion Kross #1 fan back in. Like,
can't believe you were carrying that cross.
I was carrying that cross.
You're gonna carry that weight.
I gotta make that now.
You're gonna carry that cross.
I'm gonna have like Cross on the ground beaten, and I'm gonna put you're gonna carry
Bang.
that way with a K instead of a C on carry.
You're gonna carry that cross. You're gonna carry with a K. God damn it.
You're gonna carry Von Erich.
Fuck you.
But no, I'm looking forward to Rock and Roman on SmackDown. I just hope that. My only fear with this storyline is don't let the stuff with Rock and Triple H supersede what's going on with Roman and Cody. Because that's where the story is, really. It's they got to really hone in on this rematch thing. Because this could be a huge build if they do it right. I think this could be such like a... Like, this is... I was talking to Cass, like, this is like twice in a lifetime, but good. Almost.
Yeah.
Like, it's like Cena Rock, but not like garbage. Which
I was
really
telling you
weird.
this last night. It feels like kind of like... It feels like Road to WrestleMania, like from the games, like from SmackDown vs. Raw.
Yeah,
it has that vibe to it. Yeah,
it's just, and it really does, like not just for this, but for a lot of different storylines right now. It feels like everything is coalescing and like ending. Now, granted, that could all be a red herring. I feel like there's because again, I feel like a lot
Triple H has said like, and I kind of I will give him this. He said, you haven't seen nothing yet, so I'm, like, very interested to see, like, what he means by that now.
What?
Like, because we already have, like, a really solid build so far. What is going to be coming here in the next couple
What is, like, this new era that you keep talking about, that you keep teasing? And
what is this, like, and I think Raw after Mania is going to be very telling. Because I think...
As long as they don't fuck up, because they fucked up Raw after Mania so many times in the last few years. There hasn't been a good Raw after Mania in such a long time. I really hope this year breaks the trend. Like last year's was very mid. Last year's was horrendous because Vince was running it. Then 2 years ago, other than Cody, promo was bad. 2021 was garbage. 2020 was Big Show versus Drew McIntyre. Big Show versus Drew. Oh, yeah.
We don't talk about that period ever again. We just
2019 with that garbage ass tag match. Absolute doggy doo doo. But no, and leading into the Raw after Mania, we could be seeing a new World Heavyweight Champion, and his name could be Sami Zayn, potentially. Last night, we had Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura in the main event. Sami Zayn...
I didn't see that, by the way. How was it?
I'm going to say Sami Zayn gave Shinsuke Nakamura the best match he's wrestled in 6 years, and it was also a peak 3 3/4 star match.
Okay. So
it was good. You know what? It was honestly like a solid TV main event. They ran back the fucking... The diving DDT through the post and Shinsuke catching him with the kick. They ran back that spot, which made me very happy.
Sammy never doing that DDT again, is he?
WrestleMania.
We said that last year.
Please. Well, he was wrestling the Usos, so I feel like and afterward, Shinsuke wins because Drew McIntyre comes in and distracts him. So Sammy racks up another loss. Cody comes out to save Sammy. We're getting Cody versus Drew next week on Raw, which should be great. Looking forward.
That'd be really good. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
And I'm surprised I guess because Drew's in the Chamber. I'm surprised that's not on the Chamber card, but I get why it's not.
There's quite a few people who actually won't be on the Chamber card. Like Gunther's one of them because he has like some visa issues or some shit.
He can't travel.
Yeah, he can't travel.
So,
yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if Cody will be on it. Honestly,
I don't think he's booked. No, I don't think he's.
And we already know Roman and Brock are not going to be there. Roman and Brock
not going to be there. No, not Roman and Rock. No Seth. No fucking.
Damn, Australia got really fucked. They
really did. It's kind of sad actually. And even I know Bronson Reed's got like a expecting a child or whatever, but it's like it's also kind of crazy. They only have like Rhea Ripley.
I was so surprised when he lost, but then I saw that news. I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense.
What a piece of shit! How could he? What a selfish bastard!
How could he touch grass? That's my job.
Yeah, how dare he?
But I want your thoughts on, because we talked a bit about the Sami Zayn thing. I'm just gonna give my quick thing. I'm not anti this Sami Zayn storyline. My problem is that it feels way too.
It's the same storyline every time for Sami Zayn.
Like, they never, like, and it's more frustrating when they literally say, oh, I'm not an underdog, I'm a contender, but then they book him like an underdog.
Can you prove it? It's like, Jesus Christ.
Now, granted, this time he lost because of a distraction, so it's not like he wasn't underdog this time. Like, he had the match won and Drew came in and cost him.
Yeah, true.
I don't know why we're giving Shinsuke Nakamura TV wins in 2024 because he's washed, but, anyways, do you think Sami gets into the world? Because the world title match right now is looking like Seth versus Drew. And probably Sami will find his way into the match. Do you think somebody gets injured out of that chamber and Sami takes his spot? Do you think Sami... My theory is, what if Sami... I could see Sami beating Damian for that briefcase, and then he cashes in and adds himself to the match. That's my thought.
If they wanted to... again, though... The Money in the Bank is just so cursed. I feel like Big E was the only one that actually did something with it.
Yeah,
recently.
Got a great moment. We got a great moment out of that with Big E.
We got a terrific moment, and then, of course, we got an unfortunate end a couple months later, but, it's whatever. It's just, I don't know. I feel like if you do that, you really undercut Priest a bit, but, again, how he's already undercut, so it's like, I don't know.
Priest is feuding with the Awesome Truth Wyatt.
Exactly.
He's like, and I know I'm in the minority. All these fucking people think the Awesome Truth thing is funny. We'll get to that.
Look, we love our truth. We love our truth. He's funny. He's great, and I like this stuff. I actually don't mind this stuff with the Judgment Day. I think it's entertaining. The Miz is just a very, yeah. They're setting up this whole big I guess not faction, but this kind of collaboration with Awesome Truth and DIY, which is weird.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
DIY. How are you doing?
I don't mind this storyline if the tag belts were not.
If it was Payback or something,
or if the tag belts weren't involved,
yeah, exactly. We'll see after Elimination Chamber if that is going to be the case, because
if Peyton Dunne win, that'd
be awesome,
belts, which would be great. I think, and then you could do Peyton Dunne, DIY, Creed Brothers, and Street Profits.
I'd love to see a multi-man for the tag titles again. I'd love to see that shit.
Put that shit oh my god. Put.
Also, for God's sake, split the fucking belts again. Oh my god. There's so many tag teams, man.
Yeah, we actually have good tag teams now. So why are we still doing the double belt situation when we actually have good solid tag rosters on both rosters?
I think they're really just waiting for a solid way to do it finally, maybe. I don't fucking know.
You should have one of the babyface teams should win and be we're not holding these belts hostage, and just vacate the other brand. It's easy. It's not that hard.
That is actually correct. Wow.
But not. Anyways, I think Sami Zayn will probably end up in this World Heavyweight Championship match. Do you think he should win? Do you think they'll give it to Sami?
I think it'll be it'll be one of two things. Either he's in the world title match or he faces Gunther.
Ooh.
Which I would love to see either one of those. I would not mind either of those matches.
I don't think Sami needs to beat Gunther, though. I feel like if Gunther's losing at WrestleMania, which he probably is, I feel like you should use that to put over somebody new, like a Braun Breaker.
Maybe.
Braun Breaker beating Gunther would be a huge moment. He'd be instantly over just like that.
The problem with Sami and Drew being, if it's a triple threat match, they do that. I unfortunately would have to be rooting for Drew and not Sami.
But that's what's so cool is I would take either of them. I would be fine.
And also,
either of them winning.
I want to say this too. I saw this tweet today or yesterday. It's very telling. WWE needs to be focusing on re-signing Drew rather than fucking Okada at this point.
Yeah, they're not gonna get Okada anyway. He's going to AEW.
Yeah, they fumbled it, and AEW is also going to fumble him probably in the next couple months. We'll see.
I don't. They know what they have with him. They're not stupid.
Maybe
they're not that dumb. Anyways, I'm fine with Drew or Sami. I think it would be so awesome. I know it's probably not going to happen. It'd be so awesome. It'd be so cool if they ended WrestleMania 40 with the Eddie Benoit moment, but with Cody and Sami, and that
would be pretty cool.
And then literally you can have Sammy. I think you can have Sammy win. He can hold the belt for literally a day, and then Damian can cash in on the
or even better. You got Cody, Sammy, Seth, and fucking I don't know. Yeah, Cody, Sammy, and like Seth, right?
Yeah.
And it's like the curtain call moment again. And then Jim Cornette's gonna go on Twitter and be like, "I'm gonna kill myself.
I'm gonna go find Triple H. I'm gonna do what Tommy Dreamer couldn't."
God damn.
But I'm looking forward to the World Heavyweight title picture is like getting pretty hot going into WrestleMania.
I think that's the reason Seth ain't wrestling for the next like couple months is because he's probably gonna be working both nights. So
yeah, and then when he comes back, he'll go back after the belt and then probably feud with Punk.
Yeah,
I imagine I could see Punk holding that belt.
Seth's ass ain't retaining at Mania. I'll tell you that much.
If they have Seth win, that's nonsense.
It's very dumb, yeah.
But that's generally like the gist of the main event stuff. Announced for next week's Raw, we have Jey Uso versus Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. This match is more interesting as a WrestleMania match than Jey versus Jimmy.
Really?
I think honestly it is. Okay. I'm happy that the Usos get to wrestle each other. They'll probably have a very fun match. I do not give two shits about this rivalry between Jimmy and Jey because they
haven't really built any of it yet.
They haven't bothered explaining why Jimmy turned.
They still haven't explained it. I forgot they haven't.
It's been 6 months. It's been 6 months. Why did
6 months? Venom, the Venom picture. 6 months.
6 months. God damn it. But nah. I think this match, Jey and Gunther, this should be fantastic. Honestly, I think this will be a really fun match.
I love. I didn't watch the 6-man that they did, but I love when Gunther had whoever in the fucking Boston Crab, and then Jey came up and just went, "What the fuck?" Just smacks him in the.
Oh, dude, the crowd popped like crazy for that. I was watching it live. They went absolutely.
See, that's cool right there. That's some like actually dope character work in the ring.
That's how
like,
you
I want to see
book
more
your
of that shit.
baby face. That's how you book your fucking baby
That shit's
face.
cool. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Dude,
I feel like we've been so
can't
afraid to do shit like that with faces.
The disparity between like how well they've handled Jey versus how badly they fumbled Jimmy is like insanity to me. Jey is so much more interesting. He's such a better wrestler. He's got so much more charisma. I think this match will be great. I think we can assume that Jimmy will probably cost him. That's probably how they're going to start building to the match at WrestleMania.
Probably.
I imagine that, or I don't want this to happen. People pitching Jey to win and then making Jey versus Jimmy the IC title match. No. That's a terrible idea. Because then what does Gunther do?
Terrible.
What does Gunther do at that point? Like...
He's going to fight Ludwig Kaiser.
I mean, okay. I'm not defending Brock Lesnar by any stretch. It is a shame. It is a shame we are not going to... I'm just saying, purely from a creative standpoint, and from a
work rate, from a wrestling standpoint,
it sucks we're not going to get Gunther and Lesnar. Because now, if that really was the plan, that sucks that we're not getting.
Does it actually though? Because
that was the reported plan.
Do you think Brock would have actually? I mean, again, it is Gunther who is impossible of having a bad match.
No, it's not.
But do you think that? I don't know. I don't think it would have been that great.
I think Gunther and Lesnar, if it reached its potential, would be like one of the greatest Mania matches of all time. If it was as good in my head as I picture it. But regardless, Brock's a piece of shit and he needs to be fired. So I don't really care what.
Yeah, exactly. Who cares?
And I think Gunther, he's the one party regarding WrestleMania that I really just don't care because I'll watch anything he does.
Exactly. I don't care who he fucking wrestles. He could literally wrestle goddamn Grayson Waller, and I'll watch it.
And it'll be a good match. It'll actually be a really good match. And granted,
now, if he wrestles Austin Theory, we got a problem.
Then we got Now, okay, I guess we'll get more into like what we think is gonna happen when we get to the WrestleMania stuff, but that's confirmed. Also next week, this fucking abomination for me is R-Truth, The Miz, and DIY versus the Judgment.
Woo! I love WWE.
I just love AEW. I can't fathom putting the tag belts on The Miz and R-Truth in the year of our.
Also, I love how they're still called #DIY.
They don't. Thank God they don't like actually say
it's hashtag
DIY. 2K ass entrance.
Oh.
But we're headed towards this match. I mean, like this on paper will be a fun 8-man tag.
I'm sure it'll be like a cute little like TV match, whatever. It'll be fine.
And I mean, as like, okay, if we're not gonna do if we're not gonna have like, if we're gonna do another WrestleMania showcase tag match and we have like DIY, British Strong Style, Street Profits, and Creed Brothers, those are the 4 I would use. That would be an incredible like non-title number 1 contenders match. Those 4 would be fucking fantastic. I get, like, I understand why they're going this direction, because the Awesome Truth, they are over, despite the fact that I don't know why people have nostalgia for this 2-month, this tag team was literally a thing for 2 months. For 2 months in 2011. It's not like they were a long tenured, like, they're not the Dudleys, they're not Edge and Christian. It's Awesome Truth. Nobody even remembered them until they started, like, saying the name again. They're like, oh yeah, Awesome Truth happened in, like, 2011. I get why they're doing it, but I just don't care. And I have no interest in seeing these two hold the fucking tag belts. If they do win the tag belts, it's got to be like a month long at most, and then they got to drop it. That's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if them taking the tag belts off Judgment Day leads to Judgment Day getting interesting again, and maybe Priest does become World Heavyweight Champion, I guess I can maybe
I'm losing brain cells talking about this. That's how much I don't give a shit about Judgment Day.
That's totally fair. Let's talk about something that we actually care about, which is, of course, the Women's Battle Royal for the Elimination Chamber.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so did you see the leaked graphic that they accidentally
I did see the leaked graphic. It had Jade on it, right?
So we know exactly who's winning this Battle Royal. It's going
well,
to
so
be Jade.
it's gonna be. So who's in the Battle Royal again? It's fucking. That's a bad graphic, by the way. Jesus Christ.
Well, I think so. These are the 3 that are like, because they put these 3: Shayna, Mia Yim, and Zoe Stark, because they were in qualifying matches. But I think there's going to be a lot more of them involved, and it's looking like Tiffany and Naomi are 100% going to qualify on Friday, I imagine. If they, I don't see why you would not have both. Like, because dude, on paper, this women's chamber lineup is stacked.
It's looking good.
It's a really good lineup.
I mean, hey man, Tiffany, you put Tiffany Stratton and Naomi in there, you got a good match.
Dude,
and they're going who is it? Liv Morgan, Becky Lynch, and Bianca, possibly Jade Cargill, maybe
Bianca Belair as well. Like, dude. I can't wait, and I can't wait to see all the interactions we'll get out of that, and just like how many, like, man.
I contend last year's Elimination Chamber, the women's one, was fantastic.
Very good, like a lot better.
I think it's actually super underrated. I think it's actually probably the best women's chamber match we've had.
It's that, or like the women's tag one from 2019. Those are like the 2 really good. But now, granted, the problem was the women's one got outshined by the men's one, because the men's chamber last year was fucking awesome as well. So it was good too. I mean, this women's chamber and the men's chamber, for that matter, they're both shaping up to be pretty good. It's pretty.
I can't wait to watch at 5 a.m.
I'm not waking up for that.
I wake up early that day, so I'll be watching it.
I might. I don't know. It depends.
I mean, we'll probably catch the tail end of it. Maybe you'll probably catch.
Yeah, if I get the morning off, if I get like the morning off work, then maybe. But
that's how it is with these Aussie shows, baby.
But it's pretty obvious. Jade Cargill is going to show up. I imagine will win the Battle Royal, and I assume she's set for a collision course with Bianca Belair for WrestleMania. I imagine
AEW collision,
an AEW collision, an AEW rampage, if you will. Anyway, that's generally the gist of what happened on Raw and what's happening next week. And I guess
can we please not have Becky Lynch win this?
Dude, why are you saying that? You know it's happening.
I know it is, but I can't imagine having any interest in that match. Sorry.
What is your guys' deal with Becky and Rhea? I don't
care about those two. I'm sorry. There's so many other matches I'd rather see. I think Liv has a history with Rhea Ripley. I think Jade would be an interesting one. I think
they can't throw
Naomi
Jade
would be cool.
They can't throw Jade in a women's title match this quickly. She'll drown. She can't. Jade is not. I love Jade. She's not gonna be able to keep up with Rhea. Not right now. Right. Listen, dude. Let's be real. Remember, we were all saying this shit about Rhea and Charlotte last year, and that was one of the best matches of the whole weekend.
No, it was good. It was good. I'll give it that.
So I imagine Rhea and Becky would probably be better.
Becky really needs to just have another. She needs to like really show people why we started liking her to begin with in 2019.
Her NXT run. I thought her NXT run last year was actually pretty good. I was into that. I thought she had a pretty solid run with that.
I can tell by how high your voice got right there.
Her matches with Tiffany Stratton were both very good.
Those were good.
They were both very good. And she wrestled Lyra, which was also very good.
But it's Tiffany Stratton, so yeah.
And I guess that bridges into so WrestleMania. We have a few matches. We really only have 2 matches that are like stone cold confirmed. We have Cody and Roman, and we have Bayley and Io. By the way, Bayley and Io This build.
I cannot wait for that match. I cannot fucking wait.
Do you think... Okay, well, this is kind of a silly question because if they do the tag match on night 1, that's going to main event. Like, there's no doubt about it. I think it'd be really cool if Bayley and Io main event at night 1, but I don't think it's going to happen. Nope. Sadly, I think unless Triple H last year said the reason that Kevin and Sami versus the Usos main evented over Rhea and Charlotte is because the fan investment was that high. It really depends on how these next 6-7 weeks of build go, just how much people are into.
I don't think you're gonna have The Rock on the second to last match though. Sorry.
They could open Mania Night 1. That actually isn't a bad idea.
Rock has done that before, so maybe.
If Rock's busy and he has to go, they could.
People rag on a lot like the opening match, like how it's not important. The opening match is just as important as the main event in my eyes. That is like the co-main event if you're talking like. It's
a tone setter. It's a tone setter for the rest of the night. And
because I know like everyone talks about the idea of like 2 main events or whatever. It's like, well, no, the main event's the last thing on the show,
Yeah.
But I think that like if your quote unquote second main event, like if it's like a bookend, first match and last match, that's fine. Like I see that as totally fine. So,
do you think they could be mad bastards and have the tag match and Cody versus Roman on night 2? That would actually be having Cody and Roman wrestle 2 matches in one night. That's
Jesus Christ!
They are not. They are not going to do that.
That'd be ridiculous. They're not doing that.
They're not going to do that. But no, Mania card's looking good. We're gonna go over generally. So again, we have Bayley and Io, we have Cody and Roman, looking like Seth and Drew and Sami probably involved some kind of triple threat. Gunther, I mean, like we said, we don't really care. Who do you want for Gunther? Because I know what I want. I know what I want for Gunther at WrestleMania, but I know it's probably...
So I already mentioned Sami Zayn. I already mentioned that. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Great choice.
Other than him, I mean, the other choice is Braun Breaker, which would also be pretty cool.
Also be great.
I mean, besides Brock...
Chad Gable.
Duh. What the fuck am I thinking? Chad Gable, of course. That's the only other one.
Chad Gable, again, not going to happen. It's probably not going to happen.
You don't think?
I think they've given up on it. I think they've...
Well, I don't think they've given up on Gable. I don't think they've given up on him yet.
But I think they've given up on that storyline. I don't think... They would have revisited it by now. It's been like 6 months since they've gone back to it. I don't know what's going... Shut up. My other thought is, again... If this New Day thing continues and they are working us, could be Big E, maybe Large E Bankston versus Gunther. I mean I think that's probably the least likely option out of all the ones that we've listed, but I think it would be pretty cool.
You know what I think would be cool?
What?
Jinder Mahal versus Gunther. Babyface Jinder going for the title, baby. Let's see it.
If anybody can get a good match out of Jinder Mahal. If anybody can.
Well, we had a good match. It was with Seth Rollins.
Dude, okay, oh my god, shut the fuck up. That was the most house show match of all time.
Yeah, and house show matches tend to be better than fucking TV matches, so there you go.
I'm leaving.
Alrighty, folks. Thank you for joining us.
Anyway, we've got Becky and Rhea. That should be a great match. Do you think Becky beats Rhea?
She should.
You think... I don't think she's going to. I think Rhea's going to win. I don't think they're done with her yet. Like,
what the fuck do you do with Becky after that, though?
Redemption arc.
What do you mean? What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know,
Redemption arc. What is this, then? What has this been? You fuck...
Yeah, okay, well, why have Cody lose last year? They could easily do that.
Okay,
again.
Becky is not Cody, my dude.
I know, but, like, still, my point stands.
Look, Becky... was the hottest shit imaginable in 2018, and they fumbled her unbelievably.
They totally.
They tried to book. They instead decided to, rather than booking her like Stone Cold, which would have been way cooler, they decided to book her like Daniel Bryan, which was horrible. And they led to the first main event women's match, and it was awful. It was absolutely fucking reprehensible.
That match wasn't that bad.
It wasn't bad. It was just, for what it was built to, for what it was said to be, and for how it ended, it was horrific.
Man.
That shit sucked, man. I was like, it was 1 a.m.
I will never forget, like, being at the end of WrestleMania that year, just sitting on the couch, just, like, staring at the TV, watching Kurt Angle and Baron Corbin wrestle for 8 minutes, being like, Why am I here?
Forgot about that.
What happened? We just had
Bobby
like,
Lashley smacking the ass cheeks against Demon Finn Balor.
Oh my god! Remember? Yeah. Remember when Lashley hit the most fucked spear through the ropes of all time, 6 hours deep into a WrestleMania on Finn Balor? Absolutely ridiculous.
And John Cena came out and said, "Hey, your face is like my nuts, only you got a hairier bush."
See that? The only reason you go back and rewatch WrestleMania 35 from like the opening to Kofi winning. That's WrestleMania 35. You just shop after that. That's like that. It's a pretty good WrestleMania, all things considered. Just up to that.
But I mean, hey, if anyone's gonna get a good match out of Becky, it'll be Rhea. So I'll take it if we're gonna get it. I mean, I just don't.
If we're pretending like Becky can't work anymore, what are you cooking? What are you?
What was the last match that you really thought, holy shit, Becky is great?
Her and Tiffany have No Mercy. It just happened.
Okay, but that was Tiffany Stratton. I mean, yeah.
Okay. Be real. Her and Bianca at Mania 38 is one of the best women's matches in WrestleMania.
That was really good too. Yeah.
That's a fantastic.
Again, I'm not saying Becky Lynch sucks or anything. I think if it's going to be a WrestleMania, I mean, they always tend to cook at WrestleMania with this, so I'll take it. If that's what we're getting, sure. Whether she wins or loses, I mean,
I'm hopeful. I feel like Rhea will win because I feel
know what you do with Rhea afterward.
There's only one of two people is going to beat Rhea, Bianca or Jade. One of them is going to beat Rhea, I think. I just don't think Jade will do it at WrestleMania because that's way too soon. We're definitely getting Jade and Bianca. I think that's probably what we're getting.
That'll be amazing. That'll be phenomenal.
It doesn't have to be that doesn't even have to be long. That could just be 10 minutes.
Is your new Hogan and Rock right there. That is
like legit. Those two are like they've got such aura about them. And if again Jade, even though she's still apparently according to WWE, she's still a little green. I don't buy that shit.
I disagree completely.
You could have if you want to put her with somebody who's safe and is gonna have a good match. You put her with Bianca because Bianca always delivers. She is
all reliable. That's what she is. She is all reliable.
Absolutely. She's reached like that Cena status from like mid 2010 Cena where like you stick him in with anybody you'll probably get a pretty good.
Speaking of Cena, do you think he wrestles?
No, I don't think he's gonna wrestle. I
can't wait for Grayson Waller to beat John Cena, and for Grayson Waller to just get shit on for the next year and a half.
But I actually like him. That's the thing. I don't want him to get shit on.
No, I'm just saying beating Cena is apparently the worst thing for your career now because Solo has been on a fucking losing streak since that fucking match.
Solo beating Cena should have been like the career launcher for him. I don't know what the hell happened after that. Like you need to like. If you don't have the charisma to back up beating John Cena, then why are you booking them to beat John Cena? It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know. I don't even know what Solo does at WrestleMania. Like, he's probably not.
Let's talk about this real quick.
Yep.
LA Knight versus Logan Paul. That's happening, right?
I have a sneaking suspicion that's not happening anymore.
Ooh.
I think Logan Paul is. We wanted a ladder match for the tags. I have a sneaking suspicion.
U.S. ladder match?
That Logan Paul is going to defend his title in a fucked U.S. title ladder match with like 8 people.
Well, LA Knight would probably be in there, so it's like.
I think they'll do LA Knight. All the people who need spots. Probably,
Solo,
LA Knight, Solo. AJ Styles, Bobby Lashley, probably Karrion Kross. Kevin Owens definitely as well will be in there.
You know what? I'd like that. I'd be down with that shit.
And like, throw like a Dragon Lee in there, why not? Because he's great. Throw somebody
a Dragon Lee, why not?
Yeah. And then, speaking of that, I mean, so where the fuck is Rey Mysterio? Why are they not doing this Rey Santos thing?
He died on the way back to his home planet.
Do we still think that's the plan? Rey and Santos at WrestleMania or some kind of tag match with LWO
Maybe.
and Legado?
I think it'll be like a tag thing. Yeah, it'll be like LWO versus the boys or whatever with like Carlito and fucking.
Why is Carlito? I can't do it. Cass does it so much better. I don't know how to.
Santos Escobar.
Okay. Santos Escobar. Did you also see this rumor? Apparently, it was proven false, but like there's potential for the women's mid card belt to be introduced at WrestleMania.
What would you call it though?
I feel like they'll just be boring and call it like the women's intercontinental title. I feel like that's what they'll end up doing.
No US, because it's just like oh, do you bring out a women's US title at that point? It's just like I feel like
if I was doing it, I would name it like after a famous female wrestler. Like I'd name it the
Mae Young Battle Royale Championship.
I would do the Phoenix Championship after Beth Phoenix. Call it the Phoenix Championship. That's what I would do.
Well, she's still alive, so.
Yeah, but name it after her because you love her. You fucking... Oh,
They should call it the Fabulous Moolah Championship.
oh my god. The Fabulous Champion... Oh my god. The WWE
God.
Fabulous Championship.
Oh, God. They should bring back the Divas belt and just call it the Hardcore title.
Oh my god.
The Smash Divas belt as like a hard... Oh, wait a minute.
Sorry,
Could be cooking there.
You're cooking with fucking rotting beef right there. You're cooking with them.
Maybe they'll fish out the 24/7 title. Give it to him.
You're cooking with them moldy tomatoes right there, bro.
Yes, sir.
That's what
sir.
And yeah, other than that, I mean, Jimmy and Jay will probably have their match. I'm really... we were talking about this last night, man. You mentioned it a few times in this video. This feels like the series finale of WWE. At least for
It genuinely feels like it. After that promo last night with Seth, it got me... It felt like this feeling of, like I said, like when the mid-season finale of Breaking Bad occurred, or like the season premiere or whatever of Breaking Bad occurred, and you're just like, oh shit, we're ramping towards the end. Or like Avatar: The Last Airbender, the Sozin's Comment episode, like you're just like, oh fuck, we're ramping towards the end. Or Lost even, like it's like, holy fuck. Like it feels like we're ramping towards the end of like something. Like it really
Something
feels
like-
like an ending.
something really special.
Yeah,
is, like, about to
exactly.
come to an-
And again,
and-
it is the 40th WrestleMania, so that's the main reason it's feeling
And you
like
gotta be consistent, man. You gotta end it. You had Bret Hart win at 10, Benoit win at 20, Bryan win at 30.
Who?
You gotta have Cody win at 40. If you don't end WrestleMania 40 with Cody Rhodes holding up the WWE Championship, then what the hell are you doing? What are you what is
One
even the
more
point of all this?
year. Hogan,
I
baby.
swear, dude, if I'm watching Cody hit that Crossroads trifecta on Roman and I see Jacob Fatu running through the crowd, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Bro's just gonna jump like the fucking cave, like the fucking guy at the diving board when he like. Puts his
No,
arms,
I'm
just,
gonna be like Tommen. I'm gonna be like the Tommen from Game of Thrones, where he just like walks up to the window and just
Oh
drops
yeah,
out of
yeah.
it. Just complete, just.
That was like the picture of like Lois when she's like on the stairs doing the Jeff Hardy like.
No, but Peter Griffin. Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually,
Falls down like 7 flights of.
like I want to be excited for Roman versus The Rock. Don't make me hate Roman versus The Rock by dragging
exactly.
the shit out for another year. For the love of God.
Well, again, you brought this up. How you think maybe Roman could possibly be turning face here in the next year or so.
Oh, yes. I think that's the play. I don't want to see babyface Rock wrestle Roman. No, I think that's so boring. I've seen people pitch the idea of, like, what if The Rock and Cody are doing, like, the Mike Tyson, Steve Austin thing, and they're gonna, and they're, like, they're playing both sides here, and then they're both gonna screw Roman together. Like, maybe, like, they could make that make sense, but I find that so much less interesting. I think it'd be way more interesting if I can't believe I'm saying this. I kind of want The Rock to pin Cody Rhodes on night 1. Because then Cody beats Roman on night 2, and then The Rock goes, I got the job done. You did it.
Oh.
Yeah, and then
we
can
just have like him attack Roman. Roman's off TV for like 6 months or something.
either that, or you could even like you can have Rock demote Roman from Tribal
You could
Chief.
have Rock be like the authority figure, kind of like standing over like Nick Aldis and Adam Pearce, kind of just kind of
He
being
turns, yeah, he can turn Roman into like that solo figure where like.
Because keep in
Roman's,
mind
like,
the whole Nick
underling.
Aldis thing, how he's the one who's kind of like all about like fairness and whatnot. Like he's the one who's like had enough, which I love, by the way. I love Nick Aldis. I don't know about you. I've been loving him as GM.
I love him in this role.
Him just kind of
he
being
is
this
great.
chaotic, not chaotic neutral, but kind of like this being this guy
Lawful
who's, like,
neutral.
lawful neutral. Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Him
yeah.
just kind of being like all about like yeah, Roman, no, fuck you. Like I'm in charge. Like go fuck yourself. And him just being like, what? Like him just being surprised that he has a boss.
I could see in the build up to WrestleMania, The Rock trying, like, he strips Nick Aldis of his GM position to like get heat. Like I could see them doing
Maybe.
that to piss people, and make people be like, oh my god, they've just like given. He has even more power.
Authority 2, baby. No.
With the Rock at the lead, I might be down for that. I could
Maybe.
watch it, honestly.
And
but
anonymous
then you
Raw GM comes back.
it's revealed to be Rikishi.
Paige here.
I did it for Solo Sikoa. God damn it. But now I think Rock and Roman next year's WrestleMania is the play. I think you can drag it out so long. You can have Rock just bullying Roman.
No. Where
Sorry?
WrestleMania is next year.
I mean, the rumor is Vegas because they did the thing in Vegas last Thursday.
That's true.
I know Minneapolis is the other one that they.
Tony Khan finna see that and be like, no.
You can't do this to me. No. Granted, the last time WWE tried to run Money in the Bank in the Allegiant Stadium, and they couldn't sell it out, so they had to downsize the T-Mobile. So, like,
oh god,
we'll see. And I feel like Rock versus Roman, that's a Vegas match right there. That's the kind of shit you want to put on in Las Vegas. And I think you can have maybe Rock goes after Cody at like SummerSlam or something for the title. It looks like Rock's gonna win, and then that's when the face turn happens. And you can have Roman spear Rock. Then the Bloodline can beat the shit out of Roman. They write him off TV, and then he comes back for WrestleMania. If they somehow finesse this into making Roman Reigns their top babyface again, I can't. You know what?
Funniest company of all time.
I can't even be mad. If they execute it as well as it could go, I won't even be mad. And I think, as we joked about Jacob Fatu, I think it would be neat if they brought in Jacob Fatu, because he's a free agent now. They can bring him in whenever, pretty much. I think it'd be cool if they brought him in the lead up to WrestleMania, and Rock's like, oh, you're uniting all your friends to come get me? Okay. And then Jacob shows up, kicks the shit out of Cody Rhodes, and he's like, this is my new enforcer, Jacob Fatu. And then there could be tension between him and Solo in that way, and then you can weave Solo into it that way. I don't give a fuck what Jimmy Uso does. But no, I think there's plenty of avenues they can go as long as they don't go with Roman winning again. For the love of God, I don't care about this Hogan record that you guys keep talking about. I don't care. Nobody gives a shit about this Hogan record, really. Nobody cares that Roman Reigns is going to be the third longest rating champion of all time. At this point, you either end it now or you make him the longest rating champion. That's it. That's my thought. But that's pretty much a majority of what we had to talk about. Thank y'all for joining us for this little talk about Raw and WrestleMania. I'm gonna keep doing these more often. I'm probably gonna start doing some stuff for AEW. We got some pay-per-views coming up, so I'll probably do some reviews for Elimination Chamber and Revolution. And you can bet your ass I'll be filming myself during Mania weekend.
Jerking off.
Absolutely. Yeah. Maybe Wyatt and I will do. We could do our. Oh shit! If you get it on the Friday, we could do our Mania predictions like in person. That would actually be kind of whack, honestly.
Ooh, we could, because we are going to be coming in on... Wait.
Are you not coming on the Friday?
We are coming in on Saturday, I believe.
Okay, well, it might be a bit tight then, actually.
Yeah, it might be a bit tight then. But we could do our post-Mania review, though, in the parking lot.
We could do that. It would have to be, depending on how late it is, because we're flying out on the Monday. So.
Well, again, the show's starting early, so, hey, we could have an early night on our hands.
We call that, fuck yeah. I mean, if my voice is still... Our voices are going to be fucking buggered out.
Oh, yes.
You know, we're not going to be able to talk. But nah, that's pretty much this video. Wyatt, once again, you want to let the people know where you could be found. You want to get them
you can find me in the back alley of your local neighborhood.
13 Arroyo and Negra Lane.
My name is Walter Hartwell White. But no, you can find me on PlatinumPeyton on YouTube. You can find me at Real Why Not M3 on Twitter, which I should have changed a while ago. It's a terrible username. Might just change it to PlatinumPeyton here pretty soon. You can also find me on the Good, Bad, and the Bruv. Oh, we do a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, folks.
That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Whoa! Is that a PMI reference?
Yeah, we'll have our new episode of Good, Bad, and Bruv up this Saturday, actually. I think it's a pretty good one.
You hope.
And regardless, thank you all for joining us. Have a good day, night, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching. We'll see you soon. Thank you. This has been Cyterion Collection. I've been Simon.
And until next time.
That's Wyatt.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.